Did you ever wonder about what they used to do and say before there was the phrase, well, there's an app for that? Do you know that NASA actually started that? This week, we're going to talk about how. Would you like to take an interactive virtual tour of this spacecraft? Or this spacecraft? Or this spacecraft? Or even this spacecraft? Well, stay till the end and we'll show you how. On this day in space history, on the anniversary of Apollo 13, it is using a calculated free return back to the Earth, saving 9 hours of travel. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going to be looking at the Gemini 7 computer and one of its components that was actually replaced by electronic commands on the Apollo spacecraft, and it made it one of the first apps ever created. The computer control selector, and when you click on it, it takes you through the computer control selector. And what the computer control selector did was the computer mode selector is a 7-position rotary switch which selects the type of calculations to be performed. Modes of operation corresponded to the mission phase in which they are utilized. The modes are pre-launch, ascent routine, catch-up routine, rendezvous routine, touchdown, predict routine mode, and the re-entry mode. So what this switch did was basically each of these were a function that the computer was told what to do. This is like selecting a computer program, like this might be Word, this might be Excel, this might be Access. Those are each separate programs that you would put the information into. So what they were doing was basically mechanically wiring up these programs instead of doing it electronically, where the program was where you would put in a number or for the code of what function you wanted to do for the program. Like instead of selecting pre-launch, they would select 01 in the function, and that would mean the pre-launch. They wouldn't have to move a switch. They would actually put in a command. And that is how the first apps were created by NASA for getting to the moon. It all started with Apollo or Gemini program and this switch. Now, for our Patreon subscribers, the free and the paid, we're going to go into the schematics to show you exactly how they use this switch and what was turned into an electronic program. So when you click on schematics, that's all for this week. If you would like to use this interactive virtual reality exhibit on the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, just go to our Patreon page and the link will be down below.